Decepticons, this is Starscream here, and today I'm bringing to you the post-commentary video that I said I would do of, well, I was voted by the majority of my peers by doing a Sherman, but on my iFunny account I was the T-34 and or Russian gameplay, but it was for the most part an American gameplay. So, well, like I said, this is post-commentary. You probably won't hear anything from the audio of War Thunder, but at least you'll be able to see a lot of what you saw from my point of view on when I played. So I hope you can appreciate that. But as you can see right here, since it is a replay, you will be seeing a lot of tanks that have the labels on them, but it was realistic. So, and like right there, you see the Chin U2 that I saw. I didn't know what it was. Fired, and I ammo-racked him. That's just like, and all of a sudden, you can see the Dicker Max right there. He takes out that T-34. I didn't know where he was, so then I looked over, and I said, "Wait, that's not supposed to be there, because of the 88." And whack him. Yeah, it was a good one to start out with. Right there, you see another Dicker Max. Yeah, he's not going anywhere. You see a Stug. I then devote a good amount of time to trying to take out just that Dicker Max alone. But what's interesting is that Jagdpanzer over there couldn't really do anything. You'd be like, no, like right there, he bounced right off my mantlet, I believe. And I start damaging his gun a little bit more. But you can see I got slightly more up tier than I usually am, so I mean, nothing to complain about really. Dicker Max, I took out his loader. He already had a good amount of crew that was taken out, and well, he's a goner. Let's just make it nice on him. Let's just play nice with him. So I'm right now looking around. I mean, yeah. This was a really good game. I didn't expect myself to be this good. I didn't die once, actually. And this was one of my games that I felt like I was in the movie Fury. That's what we need. We need more. Then I look over there, and I see, pardon me, I look over there and I see, wait, is that what I think it is? I shoot, I miss. And I'm like, you know what? I have a 75 millimeter. But then I see this thing, the Go. I didn't know. I look over, he's over there still. I wonder what I can do. Yeah, well, he's gonna have a hard time now. But yeah, I need more suggestions as to what I should do next for like a post commentary if you want one. But as you can see with the the Kogo is it's the iGoko or something like that. Yeah, but as you can see, I knocked out his commander. Killed him a little bit with a machine gun. And I devote like the next, what is it, like a few minutes trying to find him. But for the most part, our team is doing fairly well. I mean, I already have an assist, and I got 3 kills. Kablooey. Yeah, so then when he peeps out again, I'm wondering what exactly it is still. Because the fact that I know it's Japanese. I knew it was Japanese because I know that they had such a low muzzle velocity with their earlier tanks. And I was like, wait, what's that thing doing here? Yeah, I mean, even if he did hit me, a 47mm is not going to do anything unless he hits like the lower glacis. But even then, I wonder. But what about some of the new stuff that they're going to be adding soon, like the one Sperrpanzer RU251? It's actually going to be a really interesting vehicle. And, you know, T-34s aren't really the nicest. Oh, nice. But I need your opinions. But yeah, I need your opinions as to what to do next. I already got Shout to work again on my phone. So if you want like something like a gameplay of Warshipcraft or gameplay of World of Tanks Blitz, I can do that. But a Black Widow, as you saw earlier, a Black Widow is coming down. But I didn't notice the Stuka, honestly. I did not notice that the Stuka was incoming until I looked around. Then I saw him. I think, what was his name? What was it? Nibblewerfer? Yeah, it was Nibblewerfer. Actually, it should be not Nibblewerfer. I didn't see the Martyr, but I did see the Jagdpanzer or 4 right there, which is what I immediately went after. Because I realized that he was going to be the biggest threat to my teammates. And, well, he wasn't going anywhere. Coup de grace! And racked. Not a racked, but I mean like... But I saw the So Key as well, so I start to fire... And, well... It's just like facing a Flak Panzer or it's just like facing a Flak Panzer or the first Gepard. One shot and it's done. Rest in pepperoni, my friend. I didn't notice the Sky Whale either. I didn't notice the Sky Whale until later. Or I may not have noticed the Sky Whale at all, depending on what I saw, because this replay was from a while ago. No, but I mean, I did say it was going to be a Sherman game. But I did feel like I was from Fury in this game. On the flip side of that, though, I did not have the M4A2 76W that I had. I noticed the Martyr creeping up, and I didn't know what it was. All I just saw was a silhouette creeping up, and I'm like, alright, what is that? Yeah, but if you take a look at the kill feed, you can see that quite a bit's going on. And we got switches between who's killing who. I probably would have died if he'd stayed in one place, and or if I had been in like the vicinity. But you know, they just bombed the hell out of that point because of the fact that it was the JU-8. It was that one Stuka that had sacrificed himself, and then we had that Skywhale that came in and dropped his payload. I think it was like, I think a Skywhale is capable of carrying, I think, like 800 kilograms worth of explosives. So that's like 1,600 kilos of explosives. Still quite a bit. And then I noticed the Martyr. I fire, I hit, he fires, he misses, and well, you know, he's not really gonna get that many second chances. I honestly thought I was a goner, but you know, American bias. There's no more German or Russian bias or Japanese bias or German bias. There's only the American bias. Which is just what made it funny. And what made it more interesting is that when he played a couple other games using a Sherman, I'm wondering if you guys want to look at that replay too, but using this round type right here, the hang on, wait, I didn't know I could do that. At the M61, I actually figured out where the weak spot of a T-3045 is from the front, because you have the turret, and then you have the turret, and then you have the mantlet with the T-34, but you got right in the middle of it, you got the turret. And if you fire your M61 like 250 meters away, if you get it right in between there, it'll actually explode inside, killing almost anything. So good for me, because that's when I really figured out, you know what, I can actually face T-3045s now with this M4A2. It's now like my workhorse. But I got a couple of other new vehicles as well. I got the he played a little bit more with Germany. I got the Panzer IV F2 and stuff like that. I don't have as much as I should, though, still, which is kind of a shame on my part. I now have unlocked the M4A1 It's actually a pretty good tank. Really good for if you need to make hasty snapshots, but not as good for hasty snapshots as this thing is, though. But basically, for the rest of the game here, it's just me patrolling around and stuff like that. But I do always like try and bring something down with my machine guns or shells. I gotta show you this. I gotta show you guys this one game as well. It was me using an M4A2 on Kursk, and people were asking. I asked first, you know what? Why do you guys not use the M6A1? And people are like, oh, it's because it's too heavy and too outdated and stuff like that. And it turns out that he sniped quite a bit. Well, that M1K is probably trying to just do some crazy little maneuvers. I don't know what that BF-109 is doing, but you know, just stuff. But I'm just gonna fast forward this in like 4 speed just for a second, because I mean, I'm like trying to find out where everything is, and then I realized that was the Panzer. I could have probably gotten the 7th kill, but I was fine with making a little bit more of an ace. So I mean, but then my team is just trying to be like, hey, nobody else is really there. Let's all spawn camp. Which really irritated me because of the fact that, well, irritated is an understatement, really. I more so just got pissed off because of the fact that they're just using these spawn camp tactics. So I mean, it just got really annoying very quickly. Like I always hope that you guys don't spawn camp, because of the fact that what if it were you that was being spawn camped? You know what I mean? I have been spawn camped before. I hated it, and I remember the one time I was being spawn camped by the Soviets. I came out in a M10 Wolverine, and I showed him what for. Killed 3 of their units. I saw he was trying to go for the spawn. Like I'll always do that with somebody. I'll see that they're trying to spawn camp, but I will always like fire a couple of rounds into them. But it was the end of the game, so I mean. I hope that you guys have enjoyed this. I'm Starscream7660. Be sure to like this video, subscribe to my channel, and I will catch you in the next video. Take care.